Welcome to the Japanese Inscrutable Society. We have been talking about election for House of Representatives called Shugi-in. Election is scheduled 8th February. That means only couple of days ahead. So what's going to happen on that day definitely decide future course of Japan. This is the figure 465 seats, but the system is a bit complicated. Single seat constituencies and proportional representation. Single seat, entire Japan, 289 constituencies, electorates. So each electorate select a person. And proportional, 176 elected in different blocks, 11 blocks. So there are some people, for example, Hokkaido, 12 constituencies and 8 representations. So there are 12 people elected, but some people, actually most of people, also listed on proportional the representation. So if you lose the seat, you still have a chance because you are registered at the proportional the list. So there are certain systems. Not everyone listed the proportional can be selected, but there are only limited people. 12 single seat plus 8 proportional. We talked about Hokkaido, and this is the Tohoku. Hokkaido is a single kind of prefecture. Then Tohoku, 21 electorates for a single seat. Tohoku, up here, 6 prefectures. And we come down to discuss about this area facing the Sea of Japan side, Nihonkai, Hokuriku Shinetsu, 17 electorates with 10 proportionals. And then today, right now, we are coming down to huge zones, blocks. Tokyo and Kita Kanto and Minami Kanto. Here, this part of Japan, very exciting part if you see the details. Here, Tokyo. Tokyo and north of Tokyo is Kita Kanto, North Kanto. This entire flat land is Japan's biggest flat land called Kanto. With up north of Tokyo, Saitama Ken, Gunma Ken, Tochigi Ken, Ibaraki Ken, and Chiba Ken. And south, Kanagawa Ken, and Yamanashi Ken here. Down there is a different segment of the country. When we say this is a very much complicated part. Here, is a Yamanote line. Yamanote line, train, circular train, loop line, very popular. And this area is actually core part of Tokyo. Very much important buildings, organizations, blue chip companies, headquarters, very located around here. And this kind of red zone, pink zone, this is a 23区。23区 23区 People talk about the world's biggest cities, the London, New York, Paris. There are, of course, cities. But in case of Tokyo, there is no such so-called cities. City is always C. This is the English city. But there is no Tokyo Sea. Many centuries ago, before the war, before end of the war, Tokyo Sea, Tokyo City existed. But after the war, kind of different the development of the city and different names. 23区, this is word. This is word here, 23. So this is the 23, 23区. But English side, city of Tokyo, with 10 million population, residents 10 million. This is a huge number of people, very congested area. And this city of Tokyo, 23区, has a suburb here. This is urban area. This is a suburb with 4 million population. So this is named, say, if we say English, city of Tokyo, and with the suburb, metropolitan Tokyo, for 14 million population. And there is a greater Tokyo, city of Tokyo, metropolitan Tokyo, greater Tokyo. Then probably this is very much confusing naming. Kanto. This is the Kanto. Here, this is a character. Formally, Kanto, but it's a bit complicated. So just simply say this is the same Kanto. This is the kind of abbreviated. But anyway, this is a Kanto. Kanto means metropolitan Tokyo, and normally 6 prefectures. 6県. Tokyo with 6 prefectures. 6 prefecture. This is the Saitama up north, East Chiba, and Kanagawa. This is the Tokyo with 3 prefecture. This is the kind of basics. But many times we say the Tokyo with 6 prefectures. In this case, Gunma, Tochigi, Ibaraki is included. And there's another namings. 首都圏 means the greater Tokyo. 首都圏 with 7. When we say Kanto, 6 prefectures. When we say 首都圏, 首都 means the capital city, and the zone, areas. So capital zone area, that means this greater Tokyo. In this case, when we say 首都圏, 7 prefectures. Ordinary 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and Yamanashi. Yamanashi, the western part of Metro Tokyo is included. So these are the kind of namings of Kanto or Shotoken. So the slightly different usage. But in terms of election, zoning the election areas, we simply call block. So this is a Hokkaido block, Tohoku block, this is a Tokyo block. So this is the block separated into 3 different ones. Tokyo block, Tokyo block, and northern, North Kanto block, southern Kanto block. So northern, southern, the Kanto split into 2 different. So Tokyo is one block, and north is another block, south is another block. Kanagawa, Chiba, and Yamanashi. So Tokyo block. Tokyo block has 30 constituencies, 30 electorates with 19 proportional. So this is the list of 30 electorates with proportion 19. And this is a huge, one of the most important. All the electorates important, but this is the biggest electorates. So when you look into the Chudo is a newly born the opposition party. 27 for proportional, and the list has kind of rankings, priorities. The voting, people vote two votes, one for single seat. You put the names. Each electorate, there are 3 candidates, 5 candidates, sometimes 7 candidates. You put the names to for your favorite the person. And another one is for proportional the vote. In this case, you put the name of parties, not the individual the candidate's name, but parties. So parties, there are, in case of Tokyo, 30 electorates. So each one has a winner, and but most of the people listed together on the proportional list. So each electorate people also vote for the proportional one. So proportional one, in case of Tokyo, 30 electorates, they all come to be counted. And then most millions of votes. But maybe LDP, if the 6 million, 7 million collected for proportional, maybe LDP gained 2 million. And same Chudo is also very powerful in the city area. So also same 2 millions. So remaining 2 million, 3 millions, they split into different parties. So if your party is very small, tiny, and cannot send the candidates at this is the 289 electorates. It's a vast election zones. So LDP has a power and voting machines nationwide. And number one opposition party, Trudeau, also have a strong backup from the laborers and also religious organization, former Komeito, backed by Soka Gakkai. There are actually so much the voting power. So and the number of the seats in the House, in case of LDP about 200, and in case of the Trudeau, biggest opposition party, 150. So each party received political actually subsidy. Everyone in Japan, since several decades ago, the paying 250 yen per person to the country, and the country, nation state or government, they divide this the entire amount, maybe maybe 100 billion yen, or they divide into the LDP. LDP is the kind of biggest body. Depends on the number of parliament members you have in the party. So in case of LDP, they annually receive maybe 30 billion to 40 billions, depend on the number at that time. Every couple of years, there are elections, so different figures. And in case of the now Trudeau, but Rikken Minsto, Constitutional Democratic Party, kind of CDP, until just recent weeks to be called. And there may be 15 to 20, around 20 billion yen or something like this. So they are given some fund from the government, depend on that. So this is before this introduced. The parties are very much eager to collect the money, donations from everyone, the organizations, companies, the religious groups, individuals, because the operate the political activities cost something. So, but the particularly the LDP, Jiminto heavily rely on the corporate funds, corporate donations. So when anything discussed about industrial things and kind of new corporate regulations, they tend to be sweet to such. Because they are tens of millions or hundreds of millions of yen donated. You don't be rigid to that kind of. You rather under the table you do something for that kind of that contaminated Japanese politics. So there are much the argument, the criticisms. That's why sometime 3 decades or so ago, the bill introduced to regulate the kind of flow of the money, stop receiving the donations from any particular groups, or tend to be the kind of corruption may happen. So that's why people pay for their political funds. That's why per person 250 yen counted and collected and then given to each party, depend on the size of the scales. But But this after this kind of the system started, LDP still continue receiving the money, and just recent years, it became apparent that there are say party funds. The people, I mean, House members, they frequently the schedule the political party fund parties. Then get the money, so much money they receive, and some amount, or so some House members, entire amount is hidden, not reported. This is the money you have to report, the make sure, because you receive public fund, people's money, to avoid this kind of misunderstandings, the bad behaviors. But some the Jimito, the LDP, particularly LDP has a different segment, different groups, and the biggest group, 100 members belong to Abe Shinzo group, and half of them hidden the money. That is a huge scandal a couple of years ago. And then each general election, Shugi, national election, Sagi, LDP lost a seat, getting smaller, shrinking. So this kind of thing happened. But before getting into the details of this huge, vast election zones, now just right now, time comes. I'll continue talking about this next time. See you then.